Sri Sharda Devi and Her Divine Play, Chapter 35, page 736. Reminiscences of Sarayubala, undated. The mother's illness showed no signs of improvement. Her body was getting weaker and weaker. I went to see her one afternoon. She was about to go for her evening wash. She asked me to help her get up. She said, "I am getting a fever very often, and the body has become very weak." She got up with great effort. Then she said to me, "Look, someone has kept a stick near the door." I had been thinking for a few days that if I could get a stick, then I could move myself a little with its support. "Look, the master has just supplied this one for me." The mother showed the stick to me. Then she said with a smile, "I asked everyone who had left this stick here, but no one could tell me." Undated. Another day, I went and heard the mother's monastic disciples saying, "This time, when the mother gets well, we won't allow anyone to get initiation from her. Mother, you have all this suffering because you are taking the effects of others' sins." At this, the mother said with a smile, "Why? Did the master come this time to eat only rasagullas?" Everyone was speechless. "Mother, how wonderfully you expressed your compassion through these few words." 14th April 1920. The evening Aratrika in the shrine was over. The mother was feverish. Rajbihari Maharaj was rubbing her hands and Brahmachari Barada her feet. They were taking her temperature and the mother was lying with her eyes closed. I stood by her side. Once the mother asked, "Who is there?" Rajbihari Maharaj replied to her in a low voice, "Sarayu is here." I heard that the temperature was 100.1 degrees. Sister Sudhira was giving a treat to the girls of Nivedita school as it was the Bengali New Year's Day. Sarala, the disciple who was attending the mother, had gone to the school. The mother asked Brahmachari Barada to bring Sarala back, for she had to feed Radhu's child. It was not a time to feed the child, but as he was crying, Radhu wanted to feed him just then. The mother tried to dissuade her. This only enraged Radhu, who began to abuse the mother. She said, "May you die, and I shall light your funeral pyre." We were deeply pained to hear this. The mother was so badly ill and Radhu was abusing her in such a fashion at that time. Radhu, however, went on shouting many more abusive words. Such conduct on her part was seen quite frequently. The mother, who had unbounded patience, had put up with such behavior on all occasions. But this time, because of her protracted illness, she got annoyed and remarked, "You will realize the consequences of your words later. What a sad plight you will be in after my death. You will understand. I do not know how many kicks and thrashings with broomsticks are in store for you. Today is the first day of the year. I sincerely wish that you may die first, and then I shall follow you with a peaceful mind." At this, Radhu became still more irritated and abusive. After a while, Sarala arrived and fed the child. The experience of that day cast a gloom over my mind. The mother said to me, "Fan me, my child. Radhu's torment is burning my whole body." Then she asked me to rub her feet. Meanwhile, Rajbihari Maharaj entered and began to drop the mosquito curtain. So I took leave of her, and the mother said by way of bidding farewell, "Come." This was the last command and last word I heard from her. During the mother's last illness, my husband used to visit her every day. One day he said to her, "Mother, will you not give me something?" She asked me to call on Sharat Maharaj. When Sharat Maharaj arrived, she asked me to bring scissors. When he brought the scissors, the mother took them and cut a few hairs from her head. She then said to Sharat Maharaj, "There is an empty casket in that niche. Please bring it to me." When Maharaj brought the casket to her, she put those hairs in it. She handed it over to my husband and said, "This container is a Siddha Yantra, holy and auspicious. You can worship all gods and goddesses on it. There is no necessity to perform worship with pomp. The worship should be sattvic. Repeat your Ishta mantra and give a bath to the container with Ganges water. If that is not available, then use the tap water. Perform mental worship." My husband took the container on his head and came home barefooted. According to the mother's instruction, he worshipped that holy container all through his life. The mother told me and my husband, "Those who have taken refuge in the Master will never suffer from lack of plain food and clothing. This Siddha Yantra of the mother is the refuge of our family." The mother and the Master provided not only for our food and clothing, but also took responsibility for our spiritual life. Jai Ma.